to Making Memories and More. For today's project, we're going to work on some really cute little love bugs for Valentine's Day. I had in mind that these would be great for a kid's project or even for you to make for a classroom or friends. Be easy enough for your kids to make for their friends themselves or even for their own use if they wanted to play with them. So let's get started. You're going to need a couple different things. There are so many options to how you could go about making these. I like to use supplies that I have on hand. I happen to have some fun foam, so I use that as their base. If you have the glitter variety, that would be a great option as well. Some Chanel stems or pipe cleaners in a variety of colors would be great. Pom-poms. I like to use the ones that are sparkly, but if you have just bright colors or anything you have on hand would be wonderful. Pony beads or heart-shaped beads. And then eyeballs. And I'm going to use hot glue today to put these together, but you're more than welcome to use a fast-drying tacky glue or some kind of maybe like fabric tack if you're doing this with kids, so it's a little more friendly for them. So as you can see, I had created 2 designs already, and I'm going to do a third one. The nice thing about these is you can really play around and do whatever you think of as you're going. I started out my projects by just freehanding a heart shape and then taking that, putting it on my fun foam and outlining it with a Sharpie. And then of course just hand cutting that. You can buy these pre-made as well if you're in a time crunch or don't feel like doing all the cutting. Alright, there's our feet. So for this one, I'm going to use one larger puffball or pom-pom and then 2 smaller ones and make those the base for where we're going to put his eyes. So I'm going to start out by hooking his feet on first. And then placing the 2 pom-poms on top. And I'm purposely using 2 different shaped eyes. Since these are bugs, you can have fun with them and do things that are a little out of the ordinary. They don't need to be symmetrical and all look the same. And I'm going to skip the antennas on this one, just so this has some variety. But if you wanted to make antennas, what you're going to do is for this guy, I went ahead and took my Chanel stem and one of my beads and simply just shoved it into the bottom. Now if your bead is too large and it doesn't stay snugly on the end of your Chanel stem, what you can do is push it all the way through and then crimp the little end over, and that'll help hold it on there. You could also use some hot glue in there, but you're going to risk burning yourself if you go that route. So then I just cut it at the length I wanted and then shoved the end of it with some hot glue on it, or tacky glue, in to the puffball, and that was all was needed. Now for this guy, what I did is I made 2 separate antennas. I first took my pencil wrapped it around, creating the curls. Then if you slowly work them, you can make them tighter and smaller. So that's what I did because I wanted them to be a bit smaller to fit the bug size we have here. And then I went ahead and cut this in the middle. Took the shorter one here, wrapped it around the base of the other one, and again trimmed it. And then you can play with it to form it how you'd like. I glued the eyeballs onto him and then stuck it down into the puff ball. Now I did want to mention the dollar store is a wonderful resource for these bugs. This fun foam I got actually came in a huge pack of multiple colors. It was $1 and I believe it was like 20 some sheets, possibly more than that actually. So you have plenty there for $1. You can also get the chenille stems there. Pom-poms they have throughout the year in different color schemes. Mine I actually had left over from Christmas, so that was a perfect use for those. Beads, you may even have those on hand if you have a kid that likes to do beading or different craft projects. I like the the heart-shaped pony beads. Those are a wonderful resource as well. And then eyes, I have the regular ones that I got at the dollar store, or they also sometimes carry ones that have different colors. So these are a great option as well. So there you have it. Here's our love bugs for Valentine's Day. Hopefully you have a fun time creating your own and have a great Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me.